So it is time for our segment called What Does the Bible Say About This? And today's segment is actually a follow-up to last week's question. So Pastor Mathison, what does the Bible say about the signs of Christ's second coming?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sister Edith. Thank you so much. Again, we are looking at the question about the signs of Christ coming. And last week, if you were here last week, you would have heard the first part of it. And just to recap the last part of it, we spoke about signs in the sun, the moon, and the stars, where Jesus stated that these would have occurred. And so we showed that the sun was darkened May 19, 1780, and then the same night, the moon veiled the light. So it was reported as that the moon refused to give her light, or it became like blood. And then in November 13, 1833, the stars fell. And it was all over the place that this was ordained to herald the second coming of Christ. So that's part one. We're going into part two. It continues in Matthew chapter 24, verse 30 and beyond. It says, "And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. Then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. They shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. But as in the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that they were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be." So in the days of Noah, you know that Noah preached for 120 years, and Noah instructed them about the rain that would come, or the flood, and they laughed him to scorn. They looked at him as an old man, maybe and not well totally connected, you see. And so as Noah preached to them, they became scornful and laughing and so forth, ridiculing him. They have never seen dew, much more rain, much more a flood, until when the flood came and they saw it, but it was too late. It was too late. They were crying out, "Father Noah, open the door, open the door." But an angel had locked the door of the ark, and it was just too late. You see, in the days of Noah, they were just carry on marrying and living life as it was. Those days were considered evil. They were just doing things that they knew were wrong. They were warned, but they did not yield. But Jesus is saying that as in the days of Noah, so shall the coming of man be. Everything that happened in that time will happen again. And also, Jesus went on to say, in fact, in Luke chapter 17, verses 28 to 30, where it says, "Likewise also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed." In the days of Lot. You see, Lot was the nephew of Abraham, and they left Ur of the Chaldees together, but they became successful. Lot had a lot of sheep and goats and so forth, and so Abraham, they were doing well. They were increased in goods and so forth. So where they were in Bethel, it was not that area was not able to contain or hold both of them, and there was a strife between the herdsmen of Lot and the herdsmen of Abraham. Abraham said, Lot, we are in a blood, we're brothers. We should not have quarrel amongst us. And he said, I tell you what, Lot, my nephew, if you go to the east, I'll go to the west. If you go to the right, I'll go to the left. Wherever you want to go, I'll go the opposite way, so that we can have peace between us. And so Lot he looked at the plains and he saw how beautiful, how luscious, and so forth that it was. It was close to the metropolis, which is Sodom. And so he went there. But the people of Sodom, they were wicked. They were wicked. They were doing everything evil under the sun. And so two angels came to warn them to let Lot know of the impending judgment, so to speak, what was about to happen to Sodom and Gomorrah, that the Lord will rain fire and brimstone, so to speak, sulfur fire upon Sodom and Gomorrah. And the angel said, go get your children, because we have to leave in a hurry. But, two of Lot's daughters, they were married to men of Sodom, and they laughed him to scorn. So the angel said, okay, let's go. But he lingered. He was hesitating, so to speak. And the angels have to grab both of he and his wife and the children. The angels grabbed their hands and they were hurrying them out of the city. But then what happened? The angels warned them not to look back. But Lot's wife, she looked back, not merely just a glance over the shoulder. She looked back. She regretted. She could not give up all that she acquired, all the wealth and everything in Sodom. She looked back. Her mind was on everything. And so she became a pillar of salt. Here, the warning to us is that as it was in the days of Lot, so shall it be in the coming of the Son of Man. And as we see all those things that Jesus mentioned, they have come to pass, and they are still coming to pass as we speak, because we are in the last days, just before the second coming of Jesus. My advice to you is to accept Christ as your personal Savior from sin. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.